So this would have been, I believe, our 7th trip to Cambodia. It was started years ago by Lisa McCoy, and she started this program over in Cambodia to try to get the kids to school. So it's called Rotary Wheels for Learning, and it's primarily a bicycle program. Sometimes the kids have to travel quite far distances to get to school. During the 70s, when the Khmer Rouge were in power, they sort of destroyed their entire infrastructure. So the literacy rate is really low there. Getting better all the time. But one of the things we found that was stopping kids from getting to school was the distance they had to travel. Sometimes a couple of hours, and they'd have to go in the dark, and there's snakes there, and there's a lot of problems, landmines, things like that. So yeah, about 7 years ago, we started this program where we take bikes. We buy them in Cambodia, and they're used. They're about $36 American delivered to the school site. We normally do about 100 for each school. And so this year we did 835 bikes at 9 different schools, actually. We did this one special distribution of 19 bikes to a school where we actually did a 2-room classroom building this year in conjunction between the district of our Rotary district and our Rotary Club, built this 2-room schoolhouse sort of thing. But we've also expanded the program quite significantly, and we've done a lot of what in Rotary we call WASH projects, so water and sewer sanitation and things like that. So we did 3 or 4 wells, we did washing stations, we did a rice for one school that's on a dump, and the kids weren't going to school. They were just picking at the dump because that's how they fed their family. They got stuff out of the dump, and then they were able to sell it, and that's how they were surviving. By us providing rice to this organization, they're able to give rice to the family so that the kids can actually come to school. So that's part of what we do. What else do we do? Water filtration systems. We did Days for Girls pads. If you go on the internet, you can find out all about that. But there's a lot of different people. There's a lot of clubs in our district that contribute this money. We get money from our community. A lot of great people in our community help. Plus, we get a lot from all these other different Rotary groups, and then people from all over the world sometimes even. On this team, we had people from British Columbia. We had 2 from Nunavut. We had a doctor from Nunavut and a parole officer from Nunavut. We had members of the Huntsville, North Bay, Lindsay, a bunch of different Rotary clubs participate. But we also have people just like you and, people that are just not Rotarians, but are just concerned about what goes on in other parts of the world.
Baby shark, grandma shark.
We're there for 3.5 weeks, but we also give you a flavor of Cambodia. We let you know what it's like to be in a different country and to experience a different culture. So it's eye-opening. People come back and they're much more philanthropic. They have much bigger understanding of the problems in third world countries and the difference between our standard of living and in other places. And as Rotarians, we believe that we need to work in our community, but we also need to make sure that the international world is a good place too, because it helps promote peace.